Tonight we honor the hard work, dedication, and achievements of our graduating seniors. To our seniors, congratulations. You've earned this moment of recognition as you prepare to take your next steps. I'm confident you will continue to excel at whatever your path leads. On a personal note, I'm proud of you. I'm particularly proud of the spirit of service that you demonstrated yesterday by taking time on your final day at South Callaway to give back to your community. Being kind to others and taking time to serve those in need will give you more joy in life than any amount of money or accomplishments. Thank you for attending this evening. Let's enjoy this evening together. I am going to be the first to present some awards this evening. I'm going to kind of go off script a little bit. We have a couple of seniors who missed the opportunity to be recognized at the Nichols Career Center Awards ceremony because they were on senior trip. So I would like to recognize those students in place of their teachers at Nichols Career Center. So recognizing an outstanding student in graphic design is Kylie Lawson. And receiving the Dedication in Leadership Award for the HVAC program is Chase Mealy. Next, I would like to present the Principal's Award. I'm going to read what's written on the certificate here for the Principal's Award. Thank you for your spirit of kindness, service, and work ethic that you constantly demonstrate. The way you conduct yourself with honesty and integrity in all that you do is a unique quality. You're a great example to all of those around you. You have truly made SCHS a better place in your time here. Congratulations, John Island. Yeah, you have to take a picture with me here in a minute. Okay, I would also like to recognize the Optimist Student of the Year. What's written here on the certificate is a collection of the things that were said about this individual by the people that nominated them. You lead with a kind heart and a servant spirit, whether through your selfless work with the Special Olympics or your gift for making every peer feel included, seen, valued, you embody the very best of optimism. You are the first to say hello and the one who ensures no one is ever left behind. You understand that true leadership isn't found in a loud voice, but a genuine connection. You bring unique warmth to every room you enter, and you're a true inspiration to us all. Everyone here at South Callaway believes in you, and we know that you will be a positive force in the future. Congratulations to Optimist Student of the Year, Colton Adrian. And next, presenting the Callaway Electric Community Foundation Scholarship, Mrs. Heather Hulsel.
Good evening. Congratulations, seniors. I've been watching you scroll on Instagram, and I just can't get over how much change occurs in 2 years. You're all grown up, it looks like. I'm here tonight to represent the Callaway Electric Community Foundation and it was established in 2020. It's primarily funded by the members of the Callaway Electric Cooperative and subscribers to Callaway Technology. And they choose to enroll in Operation Roundup. Through this program, members and subscribers round up their monthly bills, and that small change comes together to make a big impact. It is because of the generosity that we are able to offer scholarships like the ones I will be able to present this evening. If you are a Callaway Electric or Callaway customer and are not yet participating in Operation Roundup, I encourage you to consider enrolling. Your support directly benefits students in our community and helps to continue to invest in their futures. So, on behalf of the Callaway Electric Community Foundation, I am honored to give out 3 $500 scholarships this evening. Our first one goes to Brooke Shasheen. Reese Paul. And Dalton Starkey. And next up will be a representative of Kiwanis.
First time I've actually been to this auditorium. I grew up on Mulcahy Road just inside of Fulton. Been there since 1950, so I've seen a lot of people come and go here. I represent the Fulton Kiwanis Club. The model of worldwide Kiwanis is serving the children of the world. We at Fulton Kiwanis Club are happy to implement this goal by building a strong foundation for education among our county's youth, young adults. Today's high school seniors are tomorrow's leaders, volunteers, and entrepreneurs. What way better serve this group than to help them attend higher education? In keeping with this thought, we will be awarding scholarships of $500 each for 5 students in our county. One of these scholarships being awarded to a senior here at South Callaway High School. It is with great pleasure to announce that the 2026 Kiwanis Scholarship winner is Grady and Pontius.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by saying thank you. Thank you to the teachers, the staff, parents, and the community members who continuously support the PTSO. I guess we missed that part. I'm Gina Hiller, and I'm here on behalf of the PTSO. Without your dedication and support, what I am presenting tonight would not even be possible. So again, I want to give a big thank you guys for that. We had many outstanding applicants this year, and as in the years past, choosing just one was just not an easy decision. I truly wish we were able to award more than one scholarship, and maybe one day in the future that can be possible. The students selected this year has truly earned this honor. Through their academics, their dedication to their extracurricular activities, and their support of the PTSO, they have demonstrated hard work, determination, and a clear vision of what they want their future goals to be. We are honored to play a small part in helping them achieve these goals. Without further ado, the 2025-2026 PTSO scholarship is awarded to Jace Carruthers. There you are, sir. Congratulations. And next is Laura.
today with you all. This year, Walsworth is proud to announce 3 $16,000 4-year scholarships and 5 $5,000 2-year scholarships, totaling $73,000 in support of our team members' children. Tonight, I have the pleasure of announcing the recipient of the 2-year scholarship. It is my honor to recognize Connor Maddox. Connor is the son of Jack and Hannah Maddox, and he plans to attend State Technical College of Missouri, where he will study automotive technology. Connor, your hard work and commitment to your future are truly commendable, and we are proud to support you as you take this next step. Please join me in congratulating Connor Maddox.
And next is the Braden Sconce Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Mackenzie. With me tonight is my brother Caleb, and we're going to be presenting the Braden Sconce Memorial Scholarship. It's hard to believe that 9 years ago we were standing here awarding our first scholarship to a South Callaway graduate. This scholarship was established in 2018 in memory of our brother Braden, who, as many of you know, lost his life to injuries sustained in a car accident. Throughout this entire journey of loss, one of the most comforting times comes when people talk about Braden and the impact that he had on their lives. For those who did not know him, he was an extremely outgoing, charismatic individual who never knew a stranger. He left an amazing legacy, and that's something we continue to be extremely humbled by. When we set this scholarship up, it was important to us that the recipients who were chosen knew how important their legacy was. This year, the scholarship committee is able to offer this scholarship to one of your fellow students. Their peers provided the following remarks. One of the qualities I admire the most is their desire to lift others up. It is with great pleasure that on behalf of the scholarship committee, we award the 2026 Braden Sconce Memorial Scholarship to Reese Paul. And next up is the Zurich family.
Good evening. My name is Chris Sark, and I'm here to present my mother's Memorial Scholarship. The Lola Cook Zurich Memorial Scholarship honors my mother, who dedicated her entire 37-year education career to South Callaway, where she worked hard to inspire students to succeed no matter the circumstances life threw at them. This year's recipient is someone who quietly built a strong foundation through hard work, commitment, and determination. Balancing academics with involvement in baseball, football, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, and FBLA, this student has consistently shown the ability to stay engaged in both the classroom and in extracurriculars. Along the way, this student has earned recognition as an Academic All-State and Academic All-Conference, recognizing not only achievement, but dedication and perseverance. What stood out most in this application was his clear sense of purpose and humility. He plans to attend State Technical College in Lynn and pursue civil engineering, with the goal of continuing his education and ultimately bringing his career and a life close to his family here in Missouri. He spoke not about awards or recognition, but about being a hardworking student who will not quit when challenges arise. That determination and resilience are the qualities my mother valued in her students and are exactly what this scholarship was created to support. It's my honor to present the 2026 Lola Cook Zurich Memorial Scholarship to Avery Foster. Next is Mr. Tony Estrada with the Noel D. Estrada Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, and again, congratulations. You have all struggled, I'm sure, 4 years, and I feel that this class is special because it's my 50th year out of school, and I graduated on the 200th anniversary, and you've got a special 250, so it makes you, well, a lot better. The country lasts a lot longer. So. But anyways, on the Wills Scholarship, I established it in memory to honor a senior from your graduating class who holds similar values and ideals as Noelle. She was a very compassionate person who was actively involved in the community. Particularly, she loved working with children, especially those who have special needs. And you have one of the best special needs departments, around. So she really enjoyed that. That, I think, what inspired her to go on to work as a teacher's aide at Blair Oaks. She also did things with Special Olympics, Relay for Life. Because of her cancer, she didn't let that slow her down, even though it did take her life in 2005 after a valued 3.5-year battle. I don't know how much your parents like to travel, but Noelle got to see at least 38 of the 50 states that we have before she passed. So she lived a better life, I think, at 27, up to 27 than most of us, me at almost 70. So, plus she spent 3 of her first birthdays over in England, and it's a scary thought when your little girl says, "Mummy and Daddy." It's kind of like it's time to come back to States. Okay, so the recipients this year, I do interviews with them. Why? Because you get to know the person. I see what you are on paper, but I've got just questions. I had one ask, "Is that a trick question?" I don't ask trick questions. I want to know how you feel about going out into the world that we're setting up for you now. So, but anyways, I better get out of here. But I do want to let you know that it was a $1,000 scholarship, but I split it down the middle. So if you're good at math, how much is that a piece? No, it's not. I said, if I'm going to do that again, I'm going to make it 600 a piece, okay? So my math's a little bit different. I'm good at math. The recipients are Colton Lewis and Caden Boner. Also, it's my power to do things with my scholarship and to recognize people that help with the scholarship. In observance of our 250th anniversary, it is a bulldog. Thank you very much. And the next presenter is going to be Mr. Jim Buffington, and he's going to be presenting the Donald Gibbs Memorial Scholarship. Thank you.
Thank you. Pardon me. Dadgum, seems like it was yesterday that I saw you guys in Grandparents' Day, and you were in like 3rd grade, and now here we are. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments. I'm here to present for the 13th time, 13th year, the Donald Gibbs Scholarship. A little bit about Donald. He was a local farmer, a friend of mine. He owned acreage just next to the school, right up near the ball diamond up there. And after he passed in 2013, his wife Pat sold some acreage to the school, and she gave back some of that money in the form of scholarships. $1,000 for a boy and $1,000 for a girl. And that's what I'm here tonight to present. The scholarship, Donald Gibbs Scholarship, goes, the boy is Quentin McDonald. And for the girl goes to Reese Paul. And our next presenter is Mr. Bill Frazee to present the track and scholarship award.
Good evening, my name is Coach Bill Frazee, and I'm honored to give the Bluebird Cross Country Track Scholarship. I was asked Miss Even if I'd like to say a few words about the student, and I said, well, if you tell me who it is, I'd be happy to, because I know most all of the seniors as well as my senior athletes. So before I award this one, all you senior athletes, you're my favorite, okay? So this individual obviously had, let me grab the award first. Make sure the name is right. I don't know for sure what the qualifications were, but knowing the Lubert family, I'm sure it had to do with hard work and dedication to the sport, whether it was cross country or track. So I look forward to watching this young person run track in the future at William Woods. So on behalf of the Lubert family, congratulations to Reese Paul. Next award is the NROTC.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lieutenant Nathan. I'm here with Chaos and Marcy on behalf of the United States Navy and the NROTC program to present a check for $200,000 to our recipient, Ryan Callaway.
Good evening, graduates, and congratulations. My name is Dee Wood, and I am a member of the Central Missouri Blue Star Mothers, and I am the mother of a disabled United States Air Force veteran who was disabled in 2018 during the bombing of Syria. The Blue Star Mothers of America Incorporated is a nonpartisan, non-political, non-sanctioned organization started in 1942 during World War II. We are governed by Congress, and we are mothers, stepmothers, grandmothers, foster mothers, female legal guardians who have children serving in the military, guard, or reserves, or children who are veterans. We support each other and our children, Gold Star families, who are the parents of those that lost their lives to service, and other veteran service organizations while promoting patriotism. Tonight, I'm presenting 2 certificates to Micah Bright, who's attending the United States Air Force, and I'm sorry if I missed it, Kyla Holtmeyer, is that correct? Kylie Holtmeyer, who is joining the United States Navy. I'm honor cord. Red represents the hardiness and valor, as well as courage and readiness to sacrifice. It also sometimes says to represent the blood shed by those who have fought to protect our freedom and our country. White stands for purity and innocence, pure because we are independent from other countries and hold true to our ideals. Blue signifies the justice for all, as well as vigilance and perseverance, a reminder that we must remain watchful and strong. The honor cord given to you today symbolizes our sincerest gratitude for your intentions in serving our country. We congratulate you on your graduation and commend you on making the brave choice to serve our country. We offer many thanks and prayers to you as you begin your military career, and know that we support you and stand behind you and your family. Stand tall and be proud. You have chosen a path with a strong history, a tradition of excellence, and lead and set an example of honor, courage, integrity, and discipline. I'm also presenting him if his parents are here so that you get this. Blue Star Mothers are here to support parents, and I can vouch for the fact that when my son became disabled, I had no contact with him when he was in Turkey and during the bombing. If I hadn't had my Blue Star Mothers, I probably would have gone crazy. And that's what we're here for. So we're giving him a certificate and then a folder for his parents with information about the Blue Star Mothers. Next up is the FTA Cadet Teaching Scholarship.
The Cadet Teaching Program was created to allow education-bound seniors hands-on classroom experience as pre-service teachers. These students design lessons, grade papers, and work hands-on with students in their desired grade level. This year's recipients are Nola Glover and Mia Drake.
All right, and Mrs. Brandt is next with some yearbook and stucco.
Good evening. I'm Olivia Brandt, and I'm one of our Student Council advisors. It's my honor tonight to recognize our senior Student Council officers and to award a scholarship. First, I'd like to recognize our senior Student Council officers. As I call your name, please come forward and remain standing. Treasurer Ryan Callaway. Vice President Nola Glover. And President Maddie Rodma. At this time, I'd also like any senior student council member or committee chair to stand in your seat, please. Not in your seat, but at your seat. This leadership team, along with the now sitting members and our underclassmen members, assisted with freshman orientation. They hosted a new student luncheon. They planned 2 spirit weeks, a dance, a dinner, and a movie night. They picked up trash after the World's Fair. They assisted with the monthly PTSO coffee drive-thrus, and they organized our sixth annual school-wide service day, which sent over 250 students out into our community to serve at 17 different locations. Let's give this group of outstanding leaders a round of applause. all for your time and service and for working to make our school and community a better place. Maddie, please stay. You guys can be seated. Thank you. Hold on. Go back there because we're going to take your picture. Hold on, Ryan. Now to award a scholarship. Ms. Carol Pelster endowed this scholarship to recognize the tremendous importance of developing student leaders throughout the Student Government Association at South Callaway High School. Ms. Pelster was tirelessly devoted to SCHS and the students she came into contact with as the school librarian over a career that spanned 3 decades. It is within this vein that the Carol Pelster Scholarship is set to recognize students who have demonstrated powerful leadership skills throughout their high school career as members of the South Callaway High School Student Council. This scholarship, in the amount of $200, is awarded to our Student Council President, Ms. Maddie Rodmacher. In her time as president, Maddie has organized events, led meetings, addressed the student body, led the pledge, and done about 100 other things that I've asked her to do or that she simply noticed needed to be done. Maddie doesn't need a title, a name tag, recognition, or applause to lead. It is just an innate part of who she is. She excels at a skill that I'm trying to teach my own children, which is to notice and do. Many times I would send an email or get ready to ask her to start a task only to find out that she had already started it or finished it. She noticed and she did it. Any college, organization, business, or workplace will be fortunate to have you join its ranks, and I have no doubt, Maddie, that you will be running your new corner of the world in no time. Maddie, thank you for your leadership and service to Student Council and our school, and thank you for leaving SCHS better than you found it. You leave big shoes to fill, and I'm going to miss you. Up next is the Early Childhood Elementary School Scholarship.
I'm Lindsay Even, I'm the high school counselor. I'd like to thank you all for being with us this evening. This is one of my favorite nights because we get to recognize all the hard work that you guys have put in to your education and what you'll be graduating with as far as awards, scholarships, and honors. So there are several surprises this evening, and we're going to get started with the remaining local scholarships for this year's senior class. The first award I'd like to recognize is the $250 Early Childhood Elementary Scholarship. Teachers of both buildings reviewed the applications and then voted for the senior that they felt most deserving of for the scholarship. And this year's recipient of the South Callaway Early Childhood Elementary Scholarship is Reese Paul. Next is the Walters family, the Erickson James Walters Memorial Scholarship. The Walters family established a $500 scholarship in memory of their son, Erickson James Walters, a 2008 graduate of South Callaway High School. Eric was an enthusiastic and compassionate young man who loved the outdoors, especially the mountains, where he went camping, fishing, and snowboarding. He also loved to work on cars and was always up for learning a new skill or trade. This scholarship is intended to assist a student who enjoys working with their hands and seeks further education and learning a skill or trade. This year, the Erickson James Walters Memorial Scholarship goes to Lee Butcher. Love Fund Construction Company offers a local scholarship in the amount of $500 to a student that plans to attend a vocational or technical school, 2-year or 4-year college or university, to master a skill or a trade. And this year, they awarded one $500 scholarship to Avery Foster. Next is the Kingdom of Callaway White Tails Unlimited Scholarship. They were not able to make it tonight, but I think they try and give a scholarship to each of the school, or of the students in schools of Callaway County. And I don't have a ton of information on this, other than I know who they awarded it to. And so I would like to congratulate Mr. Braden Pontius on receiving this. The Evelyn Flynn Charitable Trust Scholarship. It was established for students of Callaway County showing outstanding academic ability and character traits. Recipients must be enrolled in a post-secondary technical or vocational school and demonstrate financial need. While the Charitable Trust Foundation, they haven't made a final decision as far as what the amount of assistance each student will receive. I would like to recognize those nominated from South Callaway and let them know that they will be hearing from them soon. So we have two students this evening for the Evelyn Flynn Charitable Trust Scholarship, and that is Miss Mariah Shirley and Mr. Dalton Starkey. Next is the Harold and Gladys Craft Scholarship. Mr. and Mrs. Craft set up a trust fund that was to be dedicated to Missouri students who are residents of Callaway County and attend one of the 4 high schools in Callaway County. Each year, each school is given a certain amount of money to distribute to the senior class. Several things are considered when awarding this scholarship, specifically remaining expenses that each student has after the FAFSA is filled out, and they look at the remaining cost of tuition as well. This year, there were 2 that filled out applications and were able to receive this award. So as I come forward, please, or as I call your name, please come forward. And the 2 that received the Harold and Gladys Craft Scholarship, Graydon Pontius and Madeline Rodmacher. And now, I believe Mr. Brandt is up with Senior Academic All-Conference Awards.
Good evening. When it's my turn, that means we made it to the second page. So Randall, we're real close, okay, buddy? All right. You're hungry, all right. Well, we'll hurry. So typically the athletic awards are presented at our banquets that we have at the end of each season, but this is such a great night to take advantage and just recognize our student athletes who have earned academic all-conference. So real quick, to earn academic all-conference, they have to maintain a cumulative 3.5 GPA and letter in a sport. And we've had several athletes this year do that, and we've had several athletes do that in multiple sports. And so when I call your name, if you could please come up, we'll just kind of form a line. Colton Adrian, Jace Carruthers. I'll let you lead, Colton, whichever way you want to go. Just form that line. Yeah, that works. Ryan Conaway, Randall Farley, Avery Foster, Noel Glover, Cole Lee, Chase Mealy, Reese Paul, Braden Pontius, Maddie Rodmacher, Case Reimert, and Robbie Young. As teachers, we're not supposed to have favorites, but I'm not a teacher, I'm an AD. So this has definitely been my favorite senior class, and it's due to all the hard work that these guys put in. So
Can I take a quick picture with you guys? Awesome, thank you. And this is even. You'll have to give us our time for a picture and I'll send them back.
Recognize those students who completed the requirements for the A+ program. Recipients maintained a 2.5 cumulative GPA, 95% cumulative attendance, scored advanced or proficient on the Algebra 1 end of course exam or equivalent, performed 50 hours of tutoring, and displayed good citizenship throughout their time here at South Callaway. Would the following students please come forward? An audience, I'd ask that you hold your applause, and we're just going to make a line just kind of like you guys just did, okay? Colton Adrian, Caden Bonner, Adrian Buckholz, Jace Carruthers, Arlie Coleman, Brooke Shasheen, Deacon Darty, Randall Farley, Avery Foster, Nola Glover, Brianna Gordon, Sarah Howard, Zach Kraft, Kylie Lawson, Cole Lee, Colton Lewis, Quentin McDonald, Chase Neely, Gage Niederschulte, Reese Hall, Graydon Pontius, Madeline Rodmacher, Aubrey Relford, Case Reimert, Mariah Shirley, Dalton Starkey, and Robbie Young. Congratulations, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to get a group picture of this, but you guys did a very nice job. Congratulations. Okay, next we're going to recognize the college prep certificate. South Callaway, our two-school district recognizes those seniors who have successfully completed a rigorous academic program. These seniors must have at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA and have 95% attendance or above. They go above and beyond the minimum graduation requirements, especially with math, where they take 4 credits towards graduation along with other specified core electives. The class of 2026 has several seniors who have met the demanding criteria for the college prep certificate. Would you please come forward when I call your name? Colton Adrian, Jace Carruthers, Brooke Shasheen, Randall Farley, Avery Foster, Nola Glover, John Eiler, Zach Kraft, Cole Lee, Quentin McDonald, Madeline Rodmacher, and Dalton Starkey. which is a recognition from Central Methodist University for those seniors who have taken 15 or more hours of dual credit by the end of their senior year. It's basically the equivalent of an entire semester of college, if not more, and while it's quite an academic accomplishment, while still in high school, we had several seniors that met that. So, also just to note, so as I said, usually more, a lot of them are going to end up with almost 30 college credit hours. So that's a very big deal, and you guys should be proud of yourselves. So if you would please come forward when I call your name, Mrs. Wiggins will give you the certificate. Colton Adrian, Caden Bonner, Jace Carruthers, Arlie Coleman, Ryan Conway, Avery Foster, Nola Glover, John Eiler, Cole Lee, Isabel McMeans, Graydon Pontius, Mallory Pritchard, Maddie Pritchard, Madeline Rodmacher, Adela Schuler, and Dalton Starkey. Another round of applause for our seniors. Again, I'd like to thank you all for being here. Congratulations, class of 2026. We'll now recognize the additional academic achievement awards, starting with Bartley.
Good evening. I am Brittany Bartley, and I teach Failing Consumer Sciences here at South Callaway High School, which includes a variety of subjects like child development, interior design, and ProStart classes, which is our cooking classes. So tonight I have a few words I want to give out to our incredible seniors. It has been a huge joy to have the opportunity to get to know these kids. We've had a really good time, and I hope that they've learned a lot. We've had the opportunity to try a lot of new things, and so I've been really excited just to get to hang out with you guys and get to know you guys, and I thank you guys for the opportunity for that as their parents or grandparents or guardians. Just the idea that I get to come to work every day and spend time with these kids is just really an immense blessing. The first student I want to recognize is someone that I've had the blessing of having in class for the past 3 years. This past year, I have had the privilege of watching her decide on her pathway to education and start to establish a passion for teaching. I truly believe that she is going to make an excellent teacher, and I cannot wait to see what comes out of her next. I would like to present Nola Glover with the pre-professional certification in early childhood education from the American Association of Family and Consumer Science. Next, I would like to recognize a student who showed an immense amount of growth over the course of his ProStart 1 class this year. Even though he was by far the most likely to get grease on a vest or jacket, he was continually enthused with what came next, and I continually heard, I'm gonna have to tell my mom about this. I would like to present Caden Bonner with the award for the most improved. Next, I would like to recognize 2 girls who also grew an immense amount this year. They went from getting stressed, absolutely stressed, anytime we had a catering event, to being able to handle the pressure of planning a menu and executing it with absolute ease. I have been so fortunate to have both these girls in class over the past couple of years, and they're just incredible girls. So Reese Paul and Mallory Pritchard. Finally, I have one more student I would like to recognize. This student could bake the best cookies and always came in clutch for an event. She picked up icing sugar cookies like she'd been doing it for her entire life. And she just really is an incredible lady that I've had the opportunity to get to know over the past couple years. Mariah Shirley, I'm going to come up as our top favorite. Next up, we have Academic Week recognition with Mrs. Bennett.
Every March, we celebrate students who have a 3.75 GPA or higher by essentially doing a week of activities. So we do breakfast, we do lunch, we try to do ice cream, and then a fun field trip. Because what better way to celebrate getting good grades than taking a field trip that has nothing to do with school? So what we're going to do is I have some awards for students who not only qualified this year, but also all 3 years of their eligibility. So sophomore, junior, and senior year. So if you guys want to just come make yourself a line up here. Jace Carruthers, Arlie Coleman, John Eiler, Cole Lee, Quentin McDonald, Isabel McNees, Maddie Rodmacher, Case Reimer, Dalton Starkey, and Robbie Young.
Olivia Brandt, and I am the high school librarian. And the first award I want to give out is the Library Legend Award. Books have the power to expand our minds, transport us to new worlds, and spark ideas that can change the way we see ourselves and the world around us. In an age of constant digital distractions, making time to read is not just admirable, it's powerful. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting an award that celebrates a true champion of reading. This student started her freshman year of high school as a reluctant and sometimes grumpy visitor of the library, but she quickly became a frequent flyer. She read her way through most of my graphic novel section and then decided to venture out into other sections. And now, as a senior, she is my top patron for the year with 14 checkouts. Please join me in congratulating Mariah Shirley, the recipient of this year's Library Legend Award. I'm also the yearbook advisor, and at this time I would like to honor and recognize the senior members of my yearbook staff. Please come up when I call your name and remain standing at the front. Staff member Kylie Holtmeyer, staff member Deacon Doherty, staff member Ty Club, Morale Chair Reese Paul. She's our party planner extraordinaire. Photography editor Maddie Rodmacher. And our editor-in-chief and fearless leader Maddie Pritchard. Let's give them a round of applause. Also a job that requires people skills, time management, flexibility, self-motivation, creativity, and so much more. My staff members spend countless hours outside of school attending events, taking photographs, conducting interviews, and selling advertisements
and hounding people to check their email and respond. They work hard to publish a quality yearbook that captures the school year in a unique and relevant way. Thank you for all of your hard work, which most of you are still finishing this week, so see you tomorrow and Thursday and Friday and probably next week. And thank you for all of the laughter and nonsense you added to my life this year. I will miss hearing about Ty's daily ailments and injuries. I will miss watching you all fight over the chair and hearing about your deep love of pickles. To my editor, Maddie, thank you for finding and fixing all of our mistakes, being the queen of grouping, and for keeping me sane. Up next is Mrs. April Holzum. This year I had the privilege of teaching 2 dual credit courses through Truman State University. In the college algebra and pre-calculus classes, they were set up so that content mastery was the goal. These competency-based courses meant that students were given unlimited attempts at each test with the restriction that they could not move on to the next test until they were satisfied with their score on the previous test. My hope for the students in college algebra and pre-calculus was that they learned more than just math this year. Life lessons that will carry with them throughout whatever path their lives take. So I can sum it up best like this. You'll never be disappointed in yourself if you give 100% effort, be dedicated to the task at hand, and be dedicated to the important people in your life. Never give up until you've reached your goals. Things will get frustrating along the way because life is difficult, but you'll feel a true sense of accomplishment when you have fulfilled your commitments. And while I'm proud of all my students for successfully completing these courses, I'd like to recognize a few students who went above and beyond this year in terms of dedication and perseverance. In college algebra, I'd like to recognize Brooke Shasheen and Randall Farley. In pre-calculus, I'd like to recognize John Eiler, Maddie Rodmacher, and Dalton Starkey. And for one last final recognition, I'd like all of the seniors that were in pre-calculus to come down at this time. So several of these students in front of you are about to begin futures in engineering, economics, and computer applications, and others have plans for future business endeavors. So while some of these students have lots of math and science courses in their future, others do not. But I wanted to leave them all with a reminder of the important pre-calculus and trig information that we learned this year. For some, this may be helpful with future coursework, and for others, they may just need something to decorate their walls. Thank you for being such a part of it. Thank you for being part of such a memorable year.
Okay, good evening. I just wanted to take a moment to highlight some of our senior student athletes and their hard work and dedication to the weight room this year. We did some tremendous work up there in the weight room and want to recognize their outstanding performance. Even if you don't receive a certificate tonight, All of you seniors in strength did a really good job this year, and you showed a lot of growth this last school year. So not only did these students get bigger, faster, and stronger, they led with leadership and demonstrated growth in our core values of discipline, appreciation, work ethic, grit, and service. So thank you for continuing to build and lay the foundation of hard work and determination and what that should look like in strength and conditioning class. We did have 2 school records that were broken this year. I don't have a certificate for you guys, but I wanted to make sure that we mentioned Colton Adrian breaking the 40-yard dash record with a 4.51. Let's give him a round of applause, please. And then also our school back squat record was broken this year, actually not too long ago, last week. 515 pounds, that's a lot of weight. Graydon Pontius. Okay, we're all going to go up to the weight room. He's going to do it for us real quick so we can make sure it's true. All right, next up I want to talk about our athletic rating measurement. Factors that go into that are a student's height, weight, how fast they are in their 40, their pro agility, how high they can jump, and all those different athletic kind of things. So we had 6 males. A couple of these guys aren't here, but when you hear your name, come on up and get your certificate. David Coleman, Graydon Pontius, J.P. Boudreau, Avery Foster, Lee Butcher, and Robbie Young. Those are our top senior athletic ratings. Then for our female top athletic ratings, seniors, I have Jackie Bowes and Denise Brewer. Next up is our top Alpha Dog point leader. So this was not started by me. This is something I want to say Coach Tim Marullo put in, and Coach Hess, and I just kind of picked it up. And so our Alpha Dog point leaders, this relates to how strong they are in our core lifts. So it's the back squat, hang clean, and bench press. Our top Alpha Dog males this year, Colton Adrian, Lee Butcher, and Graydon Pontius, who has the school record with 141. So if you guys could come on up and get your certificates for top Alpha Dog. Yes, sir. And then also top Alpha Dog for females. Also, Jackie Bowes and Denise Brewer. Come on back up. I have one last award to give, and this one is a special one that I think we started last year. This is what we call the Elevator Award. So somebody who is always encouraging others in the weight room, lifting them up, motivating them to do the best that they can. And I think we might have kind of an idea who that might be. But this year, the Elevator Award goes to Randall Farley. Next up, I think, is Miss Rogers.
I'd like to start by saying to all new seniors, congratulations. You guys did it. I'm so proud of you. As I look out at all of you tonight, I am so proud. I got to have nearly all of you in English too, some of you in survey, and more of you in speech. It has been an absolute honor watching each of you grow through the years as writers, readers, critical thinkers, but more importantly, as good humans. I love each of you, and I count myself blessed to have been part of your journey. And I will miss all of you very much. I have 4 different categories of awards tonight and a few people under each category. What I would like to do is I'd like to name the award, name the students, have you come down, and then I would like a minute to brag on these students and celebrate them. I want your parents to hear what I have to say about you and everything, because I'm just so proud. The first award I would like to give is Award of Excellence, and I would like Jace Brothers, Quentin McDonald, John Eiler, and Brooke Shisheen to come down. So I want to take a moment to say something about each of them. I want to start with Jace. He is such a driven student and always modeled what it meant to make himself better with each time. Over the last few years, I've watched him grow tremendously as a writer until he became one of my best writers. With Quentin McDonald, I can remember the little kid who walked into English 2 who said, I don't really like reading, and I'm not really sure that I want to read. And this year, he walked into speech class, and I was like, is that a book? Is that a book by choice? And he was like, yeah, I kind of just picked it up. He's grown to be one of my best writers. He is strategic in how he organizes his information and composes with a real audience in mind. It's always a pleasure to read his writing. John is one of the hardest workers I know. He always amazes me with what he discovers in his analysis of a text or how audience-centered he is during a speech, even if that last speech was written 30 minutes before it was due. What is most amazing about John, though, is that he has proven as a student he will never let you down. Wherever you set the bar, he will rise to meet the expectations every time. Brooke is one of my favorite student stories. What an incredible, hardworking, and driven individual. She started this semester of speech worried how she was going to do it, and she ended one of my best speech writers and presenters. The next award I would like to give is Award of Perseverance, and I would like Mariah Shirley and Brooke Shisheen to come back. Mariah is an absolute perfectionist. In fact, during the last week of her high school career, when the senioritis had really kicked in, she made a joke, what if I just didn't do this assignment? And I said, well, you'd be at my door at the end of the day crying, ask how you could make it all right. And she was like, don't act like you know me. But she is such an inspiration because she never has let failure or struggle set her back. She continues to push forward and do her absolute best. I already got to talk about Brooke, but I want to mention one category, or why I gave her this category as well. She never accepted even 1 point off on an assignment, not ever. If she lost even 1 point, she was meeting me the next day saying, so how do I make sure this never happens again? So that's Brooke. The next award I would like to give is Excellence in Writing, and I would like Micah Bright to come for that. If you don't know Micah, you absolutely must. He is funny, he is intelligent, he is a blast to be around. He is an amazing personality, and that shows up in his writing. While most students just write to complete the assignment, he writes to entertain, to persuade, and to bring life into his audience. I would like all of you to take a minute because in a few years you're going to see him published in the New York Times bestseller or something of that nature. And I just want you to recognize that you got to know him. The last award is, of all awards, my favorite a good person who cares for and loves others is the most important quality a person can possess. People will forget what you wore. They will forget most of what you said, especially if you're a teacher. But they will always remember how you made them feel. 3 students go above and beyond in how they treat others, and these students are Dalton Starkey, Mia Drake, and Randall Farley. A specific moment stands out with Dalton, and that was during the Lincoln Douglas debates that we did in speech class. He encouraged everyone on his team. He gave everyone an opportunity to have an equal voice. He made everyone feel like they mattered, and because of those efforts, every person in the group thrived. Mia encourages everyone, pushes them to be their best, but also holds people accountable for their actions. She wants to be a teacher, and because of the heart she has, I know she will create a room where every student gets to go home feeling absolutely adored and loved. For Randall, earlier in the year during one of my mental health lessons, I asked my students to write down the name of someone who makes our school a better place, someone who lifts people up and goes out of their way to make others feel loved. Randall's name appeared on multiple student papers, not only those of his friends, but on the papers of peers who barely knew him and who had only had 1 or 2 interactions with him. That's the kind of impact he's had on our school. And now Mr. Bartlett.
Now I get to give my speech. Kidding. Thank you guys so much for attending this evening. It's really fun to watch these guys be recognized for their accomplishments. So thank you for attending. I do have a couple of logistics while I have some parents and grandparents here that I just want to mention. Seniors, you have tomorrow. But then on Thursday morning, I really need you here by 7:30 a.m. I know that's earlier than some of you have seen the day for quite some time, based on the time that you roll in at about 7:59 to get to class at 8 o'clock. But we do have pictures for graduation, so you'll take pictures in your cap and gown, so please make sure that they bring parents. I know that they're almost on their own, but you probably need to remind them that they need to bring their cap and gown on Thursday morning. And so then we'll have our graduation practice and our senior walk and all of those things that you know about. And the last thing I'll remind you of is that graduation is at 4 p.m. on Sunday. We need graduates here at 3 p.m. and you guys can start praying for no rain. That would make us a little less stressed.